Hey guys, it's Tim Gillette, and I'm here at the RockStar Marketing Bootcamp one more time. I met somebody really interesting. Trust me, this one's got you when it comes to interest. I love it. Dave Nassaney. Oh man, I've been checking your story out, seeing you here around the bootcamp this weekend. You are one interesting dude, man.
You think?
Yeah, I know, man. Just that. But man, I got all kinds of information I wrote down that I actually want to ask you because I heard about what you came from, man. So. I mean, I understand you're in the gas station business. Dave, how did you get into the gas station business?
Well, you know, my dad's been in the business for 35 years. Actually, he's been in the business since 1945. And I've been doing it since I was 12 years old. You know, everyone else got to go out and play. I got to pump gas and stuff. So one thing led to another. He went into the business into a different area, and I went up into Castaic Lake up in Santa Clarita. Been there for 35 years. All sorts of things happen up there. And I wrote a book about it. Every time I go to a party, everybody got questions for me. She says, let me answer all the questions in this book.
Yeah. Kind of like me. I got a bunch of questions for you.
So I called it Getting Hosed, Secrets, Confessions, and Tales of a Gas Station Owner.
I love it. Well, here's something interesting, and I'm sure my listeners are going to want to know this, the people who follow me, but you know, everybody. So gas stations, oil prices. Do you set those prices, or are the oil companies? Well, tell me about that deal, okay?
Everyone thinks we're rich,
yeah.
Okay? Because, you know, $5 a gallon, this dude must be making a lot of money, but I'm not. I make like that much out of that much. Oh. They charge us a ton of money for the gas. The government takes its chunk. Everybody's got their chunk. And then they charge us like a ton of money for rent. So, you know, the margins are really, really razor thin. So don't get mad at your gas station owner. You know, it's the oil companies. Hate to say that, but it's true.
Okay, so we get to blame it on the oil companies,
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, I have this thing, you know what I mean? I think I'm making the oil companies rich, but anyway. So
I wish we had some of it.
But oh, okay. So it's not like this is a get-rich-quick scheme, I guess, no more, huh?
No, not anymore. Used to be in the old days when gas was 20 cents a gallon.
Yeah. So another interesting one I have, and you know what I mean, believe it or not, all right, this is an interesting thing with me riding the motorcycle, and a lot of high-performance guys I knew back in the day was the regular or premium, or then let's even go more, okay? Now I hear the things about, well, you need Shell or Arco or Exxon. Tell me about this. What do you think?
That's probably one of my most common questions because, you know, you can pay 20 or 30 cents more a gallon just for premium and 20 or 30 cents more a gallon for the Arco versus the Mobil or the Shell or whatever. And, you know, gas is gas, in my opinion. Now, people are going to disagree with me, but at the terminals, when Shell runs out of gas, they get to go to the Mobil terminal and use some gas. Really? And then they take this little thing and they pour in some magic Mobil ingredients and it magically becomes Mobil gas instead of Shell gas. So, you know, in my opinion, gas is gas. I owned a Lexus for many years. I put regular in it. A lot of the manufacturers don't say you need to put premium, but they recommend premium. But you know what? In my opinion, it's a waste of money.
Wow.
And then, you know, the brands, gas is gas, water's water. Coke and Pepsi, you know. Some people will argue with me, but that's my opinion.
Okay. Well, you know, it is. You know, it's your business. You're allowed to have your opinion on it. I'm glad we're getting to interview somebody on this. Really, I am. So, I mean, but I mean, it's so. Tell me, good business to be in? What tell us about this?
It used to be a great business to be in about 25 years ago, but then all of the oil companies started merging, you know, and things just got really hairy. They just got greedier and greedier, and my rents just kept going to the moon. And the prices of gas, they came up with something called zone pricing. So like if I'm in a great neighborhood, which I am, and I could charge anything I want, which I could, they said, you know, why should that guy make more than this guy? Let's raise his price so that he's making the same amount of money as this guy. So in essence, they made us all equal. Yeah. So, you know, it's a tough business to be in. 90% of the gas stations really don't make a lot of money. 10% of them do. Thank God I'm in one of the 10%ers.
Okay, it's something that's included in your book, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Read the book.
Well, now I've got this really interesting fact that I found out about your gas station is somebody apparently died in your restroom, and you've had a Cessna airplane landed and abandoned at your gas station. Tell us that story.
You know, we have a lot of vehicles abandoned at our station, but usually I got to pay to get them towed away. Yeah. This is the first time that I actually enjoyed having, and I wish they didn't come back. But unfortunately, the next day somebody calls and says, did somebody leave an airplane at your place? And I said, well, let me check. What color? So, you know, they picked it up. They lost oil pressure, they were flying, and they saw my gas station, decided to land. And then another about the restroom, this guy, I guess he was dying of AIDS, and he came to use the restroom, and I guess that's where he decided to take his last breath. But the sad part about it is that 2 or 3 people were using the restroom after them, and they were just like walking over his body, because, you know, I guess you gotta go, you gotta go. So it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, it's a crazy book. It's a crazy gas station, and it's all of the funny, exciting, unbelievable, awesome stories that happen there are in there. And so anybody asks me questions at the party, I just say, here's, read the book.
yeah. So then I guess the last thing I got to ask you then, you know, my listeners are going to want to know how to get a hold of this book, how to get a hold of you. Do you have a website? What do you got going on? Tell us how we can get a hold of you.
You can either go to gettinghosed.net. That'll take you to the website. You can buy the book on Amazon also, Getting Hosed. Or you can go to my name, David Nassaney, Nassany, or I made it easier for you. I actually made it davenass.com, because it's hard to spell Nassaney.
It is. Not everybody's got a sharp name like Gillette. I'm just saying. Well, guys, yeah, sometimes I'm good at jokes. Other times I got to get that guy Adam Ace up here. So anyway, but hey, guys from the Rock and Roll Entrepreneur Bootcamp, Tim Gillette from timgillette.com, and we're having a great time here with RockStar Marketing Bootcamp with Craig Duswalt. So we appreciate you stopping by, and now go check out Dave and his book, Get Hosed. Thank you.
Great.